Welcome to the Haunted Hangover podcast. I'm Louie, and I'm joined by my dude, Grimy.
Damn right you are, and we're here with some junk food.
We've got a small batch here of some yummy, delicious, chocolatey goodness and liquid gold in the realm of Halloween. Right, Grimy?
Absolutely.
That liquid gold. And funny enough, and we're not going to get into it just yet, but we're doing zero sugar this year, so we're watching our figure.
We are, man. Yeah, we got all the calories count. We just want to make sure we're under what we're burning. You know, we want to remain nice and skinny and
svelte,
and little.
Nice and svelte and thin.
Yeah.
And I guess in my case, who knows? But yes, the other two things are not zero sugar, so I guess we're making up with it for
it's all about balance.
Balance. You're right, Grimy. Now, two of these items you have had. It's not a first time try for you this Halloween season, but you did write a piece on your website, so I encourage everyone to go over there after listening to this episode and checking out Grimy's kind of, what is it? It's like a junk food series you're going to be doing, I think, every now and then, or is that the only one this Halloween season?
So pretty much when I find them, I'll post something up there about them after I'm done, sampling them and whatnot. It's one article. I'm going to just continue to add to it. It's not a 3 or 4 parter. As I find them, I'll pop them up there and, refresh that article, and you'll just have to keep watch, man. So
it's basically what we're doing here, but in written form.
Yeah. I will say this one, I wanted to, at least this one needed to be saved for this for this episode. Because
for sure.
This is tradition, man. I can't do this one without you.
We've been doing this every year for the past few years, so it's a big one, and we'll just say it now, Mtn Dew VooDew 2024.
Absolutely. Oh, baby. Man, the ghostly bottle.
The ghostly bottle, that off-white color that I guess that's notorious. But we're not going to start with that. We're going to start with the other two. These are two I was looking forward to. You had these, like I said, and I don't know what they taste like. So you have an idea already. And we'll start with the Kit Kat, because I know in our anticipated Halloween items episode for 2024, this was a big one. I found the little mini.
So beautiful.
I did find the mini. The mini. I did see the king size, and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna go that crazy, boys and girls. I'm gonna go for the 220 calorie version of the Kit Kat
big boy
Ghost Toast. Oh yeah, the big boy. It was too big. I was like, I can't do this to myself. You open it, you gotta eat the whole thing. You can't just have one piece. Mm-hmm. You don't want it to go bad.
Yeah,
throw it away.
I was really saving out for the fun size ones, because that was like the first one I found of the Witch's Brew Kit Kats the last couple of years. For some reason, that exact bar is the one that I found first this year.
Oh, interesting.
That variation. So I usually hand them out to trick-or-treaters and stuff. Anything I review is going into the trick-or-treat pile. And I did end up finding all the other ones, king size, that one, and then the fun size ones already, but couldn't wait, obviously.
Funny enough, you mentioned Witch's Brew. I remember we were sort of concerned that maybe Witch's Brew wouldn't be around this Halloween, but you confirmed it. And funny enough, right before recording, I just saw an entire bag of Witch's Brew.
Oh, did you?
On the like the giant,
nice.
The trick or treat bag that you can hand out to kids. So it is on the shelves, so I do need to get some Witch's Brew, because that shit is phenomenal. And this also looks and sounds phenomenal. So we talked about the cover. We talked about the packaging, packaging of the Kit Kat, of the Ghost Toast, in our anticipated Halloween items episode. So I don't want to be redundant here, but really quick, if you missed that one, shame on you. It is a crisp wafer in cinnamon toast flavored cream. So basically a white Kit Kat, right? As I guess. I haven't opened it yet.
With coloring.
it might not be completely like a white Kit Kat. Got the ghost winking, got the pieces of cinnamon toast on there floating above his head, little bats. So great stuff. Let me crack this open. My trusty pair of scissors here. Crack her open. Trying to salvage the packaging so I can put it away afterwards. Because I'm only indulging in one piece tonight. I'm not So I'm wrong. I guess it's my lighting here. It's orange.
Oh, they're orange. They're very nice.
Thank you for not
kind
correcting
of pale
me,
orange
Grimy.
color.
I was like,
when you said white, I was like, does he mean white chocolate, or what's he mean by that? But
so it's a nice.
I don't want to spoil anything for you. I want you to fully enjoy this, and I will share my thoughts after you've had your first initial try.
So it is a kind of faint orange hue with the Kit Kat logo on it, like a traditional Kit Kat, just not chocolate covered, not brown. So let me take a whiff. You can definitely smell. You can smell the cinnamon for sure. Faint, not powerful. I wouldn't say it's a powerful scent. Yeah, it's not like
like a creaminess too.
Yeah, it's like a creamy cinnamon flavor. Not a. I'm trying to think. What's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch? That's potent in the cinnamon department. It's not that, which is what this is sort of mimicking. Toast, like cinnamon toast. So it's not as cinnamony as you'd expect. But it does smell lovely. Cheers to the first Halloween candy I'm having for the 2024 season right here. The ghost toast from Kit Kat.
Oh man, he's breaking the seal.
Breaking the seal. Let's take a bite. Wow. So, takes a second for the cinnamon to hit.
Yeah, it's not a slow burner.
Yeah, it's not right away. It's very faint. Wow, I'm almost shocked. I was expecting this to have more of a cinnamon.
Nah, man.
More of a cinnamon flavor to it.
It's super light. For me, I almost feel like I detect like a cinnamon Teddy Grahams vibe from it, sort of, like really, really mellow. And like, you get the white chocolate, so it's a little bit milky.
Yeah, it has almost a, like, when you drink Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the milk, it's
exactly
kind of like that, but more like you said, and more, I guess, white chocolatey, creamy, like you said, the creamy being the key word because it is. I'm assuming it's a white chocolate. It doesn't even say on here. It doesn't even say it's a white chocolate. It just says a cinnamon toast flavored cream. So the actual cream, the filling is the standard. From what I could taste, it's the standard filling that you'd get. I guess that's the cream as well. The wafers are the same, but the cream is what's really making the flavor. I'm guessing the inside of the Kit Kat, that wafery. I don't think those are flavored. It just says crisp wafers in a cinnamon toast flavored cream. These are good.
I assume it's just the outside.
Yeah, these are good, but I'll be honest, Grimy.
Would you say that they're better than Witch's Brew or not?
That's where I was going to get to. I don't think so. That's the king.
No, man. I do love these. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of cinnamon everything. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, cinnamon
me too.
Rolls. Like, you give me anything cinnamon, I'll take it. For me, these kind of remind me of the thing, and I don't mean to bring up Christmas, but they did like a sweet cinnamon Kit Kat like a couple years ago. Yeah. It's very close to that, and I loved those a lot more. So like this is like that, but like just kind of faint. As far as this and Witch's Brew, nah.
Yeah,
Witch's Brew, bruh. It's all Witch's Brew.
Witch's Brew is the king of Halloween Kit Kats. It's not, It's not dethroning the king or the queen, I should say, because it is a witch. Yeah.
I will say that I am happy to see them side by side on shelves, and like
same.
I like that we're just kind of working through all these like staple Halloween figures. So maybe next year we'll get like a Frankenstein or something. Or, well, Reese's already did the werewolf, so I guess we're out of werewolf for a Kit Kat.
Yeah, I was elated to see Witch's Brew on the shelves today. So I would, because I do plan on buying some, but since this was the new item, this had to go. We're not going to cover Witch's Brew. We all know, we've already gushed about it in previous episodes, how much we like that bar. So this is good. It's not dethroning Witch's Brew. Witch's Brew is still the queen of Halloween as far as Kit Kats go. But this is good.
Yeah, she still has a metaphorical plaque somewhere in our hearts.
I do like that you mentioned, and I also, forgive me, listeners, to mention Christmas. This would work for a Christmas candy Kit Kat if they wanted to like recycle it in the future. I could see that happening. And I wonder if next year this will come back. Because, look, Witch's Brew's had a couple of years consecutively. It's been on the shelves during the Halloween season. So I wonder if this is a hit, if they'll bring this back or not. But I like it, man. It's good. It's tasty. I'll definitely eat. I'm sure this will be gone in the next couple of days. So no complaints here. All right. You mentioned werewolves, Grimy. You mentioned you mentioned Howling at the Moon. So we've also got I've got the big boy bag here. The Reese's
nice little fun bag.
The Reese's peanut butter cups. Werewolf.
I got the
cups.
I got the
Werewolf tracks.
The double pack right here.
Yeah, this is I could not find those, Grimy. I only could find the monster bag. Yeah. So unfortunately,
you got any Dollar Generals around you?
More Dollar Trees than Dollar Generals. I got to drive a bit to get to a Dollar. Yeah,
you won't find them at Dollar Tree.
Yeah, Dollar Tree sucks. But yeah, werewolf tracks. I said werewolf cups for a second there because I remember even us saying how I'm surprised they didn't call it werewolf cup. It's the werewolf tracks. I do think, and this is a conversation we had before I crack that open and try that. My dumbass, I think, said like, oh, maybe it's a poop joke or it's a werewolf tracks. It's like deer tracks or moose tracks or whatever, like that other candy snack that people eat. But then you text him, you were like, oh, dude, I think it's like werewolf tracks, like the moon or like the steps of like the werewolf, like foot tracks, like the footsteps tracks. And then you said something about the moon.
I think it's
too,
still
right?
open for interpretation. Yes, I've seen a couple of people say that it's supposed to be the full moon. So there's like a white top, and it takes up the entire top. So it's like a full moon. You know, the full moon comes out, and the werewolves there. It's still shit.
The poop. Yes. Werewolf tracks poop. They poop white and black, like we said. It's a poop that's dried up, like when you see dog. How appetizing in this snack, this Halloween 2024 junk food. We're talking about poop, but
werewolf scat.
Oh God, yum. But yes, this. You know what I like about this bag, and I know when we did our anticipated 2024 Halloween junk episode, we mentioned the werewolf reaching for the buttercup, but I do like how on the back it says, "You'll howl for more." There you go.
Oh,
it says
man.
it right.
I don't have the big bag.
Yeah.
So I don't got any of that really cool stuff.
It says it in the back.
This.
You'll howl for more. Nice. And you've got the one werewolf hand reaching for the Reese's Buttercup, peanut butter cup. Yeah. So
in classic Reese's fashion, man.
Of course. And, we were a little disheartened that there was no Franken-Cup this year. But I could see him making a return in the future. We'll see how this goes.
I could see it.
Yeah, I could see it. Let me open this bag now and reach for one of these bad boys. We talked about the hands and all that in the previous episode, so let's look at the small. Wow, this looks tiny. I don't know why. Why is it that these just look smaller? I'm guessing this is a.
They are.
Wait, so the 2-pack that you have, I have a sneaking suspicion yours are larger. This looks like a small, fun size. Oh, they are snack size.
So I was going to say, theirs are definitely smaller.
I've got a puppy. You've got the full-blown. You've got the full-blown werewolf tracks. I got the puppy wolf, werepuppy tracks here because it's small. So I have the snack size. You've got. Can I see yours? Can you whip it out here and put it in front of the camera? Yeah, so you could see. Yeah, dude, look at the size difference. It's probably kind of hard to tell in the. Maybe if I put it next to my big ass head, you can maybe see how the size difference. Yeah, like this is. Eyeball. Yeah, you can tell this is a smaller. Mine's is a snack size. Yours, I guess, is what you would normally like when you just buy a 2-pack of of Reese's. Let's open it up. Ooh, I do love.
Give that a whiff, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a big whiff here before I take a bite. I was just admiring I love the white and black, the white and brown, I should say, actually. The chocolate and the vanilla here, the vanilla cream flavor.
Oh yeah.
I smell peanut butter cup.
Yeah, dude. Now, I don't know if I ever asked you if you're a big Reese's fan or not.
Oh, of course.
You like Reese's?
Numero uno.
Okay, yeah.
Numero uno Halloween. I did a stupid TikTok ranking Halloween candy, and the pumpkin butter cup was the Reese's pumpkin cup was the number one.
Oh,
the pumpkin shaped Reese's was number one in that I guess where you choose one or the other and you keep going, you rank them until you get a winner.
Oh, God. I did see that.
That won my ranking because that is the best. These were not on there.
Didn't it come down to like both Reese's being the end one?
Yeah, it was like regular Reese's and the pumpkin Reese's.
Pumpkin.
Same shit, just one's in the shape of a pumpkin, so it wins. But yeah.
Not only that, but the ratios are just so much better in the pumpkin, in my opinion. But anyhow,
visually they look better anyway. Like the visual, like the size of it, and visually it just looks better. These smell like a buttercup. I don't smell any vanilla or anything different. So I'm not. I'm expecting the peanut butter to overpower any other flavors in this. Let's see. I'm taking a bite, Grammy.
Let's do it.
Yeah. That peanut butter is so prominent, man. Mm-hmm. And then there's chocolate, too, which is a standard Reese's buttercup. So the chocolate and the peanut butter overpower this vanilla flavor, which the Franken-Cup was vanilla as well, right? Or was it marshmallow? I think we said this in the anticipated 2024 episode.
I can't honestly remember.
Mm-hmm. Listen, man. I'm not complaining.
So for me, it's just everything that a Reese's does. Mm-hmm. This just like kind of pushes it just a tiny bit because of the vanilla, like that slight vanilla. So it comes off as a little bit creamier, but it also comes off as like just a tiny bit sweeter, and that peanut butter really, really shines here. Like, it's just like an amplified Reese's, in my opinion. It's the most Reese's there is.
It's creamy. I guess there's like a lighter sort of, since the top layer is the vanilla, I'm guessing like it's more of like a melt, creamy flavor that you feel. But dude, that peanut butter is so prominent. It's so, like, it's hard for me to pinpoint the vanilla flavor in that. You know, and you're not just eating the top. So it's kind of hard to avoid the peanut butter flavor. But I could see what you're saying, how it's almost like a lighter, fluffier, creamier. It's good, man. There's no denying. There's no denying. King in my book, always Reese's Buttercup, man. The Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, so good.
Cleanse the old palates now, huh?
Gotta cleanse because it's quite... We just devoured a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, a Werewolf Tracks Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, and the Kit Kats, which are all kinds of flavor. And I feel like sometimes, probably a poor choice here, when we get to the Mtn Dew VooDew 2024, I'm hoping it doesn't affect our taste buds. So I'm going to take another sip of water here.
Sip it up. Have you steered clear of all the spoilers so far for VooDew?
Look who you're talking to, man. You know I avoid that shit like the plague. I want to be completely surprised. I want to know nothing about what this flavor is supposed to be. And I want to beat them because you know in like fucking 3 weeks, they're going to drop what the flavor is to everyone. And tell us early. Yeah. October 1st, everyone's going to know what this flavor is. Maybe even before October 1st. So, God knows.
Yeah.
So we got the black label here. I do dig it with the VooDew.
I do.
With the not a lot going on. It's
not really.
Last year's was very colorful. Funny enough, I still have the bottle in my fridge. And
I still got the whole lineup behind me.
Yeah, and it's so we've got some planets here in the background. We've got obviously a spooky face on a tree. It's quite bizarre. The planets are throwing me off. Kind of a Beetlejuice vibe there.
Honestly, like I said in the anticipated junk food episode, I this label seems like Mountain Dew Pitch Black. That's just the last time they did it. They had planets. They had all kinds of stuff on it. I would really think that they wouldn't do something like that.
That would be
and I know that they're supposed to be like, I don't know. I couldn't remember if it's a candy brand this year, like last year. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm almost positive I read that. When
we did our episode, we didn't know. We were going by like leaked photos, so we had no idea. I think I asked you. I was like, "Oh, is it another candy brand?" And like always, we were like, "We hope for a chocolate flavor," but that's probably not going to happen.
Be prime.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm sure it won't.
But yeah, I wouldn't say, comparing it to the colorful vibrance of last year's label, this is kind of more muted it's more. I don't know if this is because it's the zero sugar version or if it's maybe the normal version has more color in it. But after having some Werewolf tracks and Ghost Toast, I think the smart idea is to have zero sugar in my Mountain Dew VooDew here. All right, Grammy, let's there's enough anticipation here. Let's smell it first. Crack it open.
Let's do this.
Take a whiff.
I can't tell you how excited I am right now.
I'm always excited to try this soda. ASMR. Oof. Watch us say the same taste, we think, with the same candy.
That smells great.
It's another fruit. It's obviously another fruity candy. Last year, what was it again, Grammy? It was Airheads.
Yeah,
right?
Last year was Airheads.
Last year was Airheads, so it's not Airheads. It's not Sour Patch. They did that already. What do you think by the smell alone, Grimy? It is obviously some sort of like fruity. It almost smells like fruit punch, but that would not make any sense, right? Or am I bugging? Are you getting like a fruit punch?
No, I kind of feel that. It kind of reminds me of like a Starburst, kind of.
They did that already too, though. Didn't
they did. Well, yeah. That was when they did did Fruit Chew. They weren't hooked up with a random candy.
Yeah, you think they would do that again? You think they would just like recycle the flavor and just be like, "Hey guys, it's Starburst."
I would hope not, but
yeah,
I'm getting like either a pink one or a red one.
I'm getting fruit punch, but
fruit punch?
I don't think that's a normal Starburst flavor. Like it's a Starburst flavor, like the tropical edition or whatever, but not classic Starburst. Yeah. All right,
I'm getting kind of strawberry.
Strawberry?
Sort of. It's very. No, it's close. I don't know.
It's a candy. Probably. Cheers. Let's just taste it and let's try to figure it out by tasting it finally.
Oh my god, that's good.
Yeah, it's a candy. It's obviously. It's you can taste that it tastes like something like a candy, a reminiscent of a candy that you would chew, but they've done all the ones that come to mind. If it is a candy, I'm getting fruit punch, dude. It's very familiar. It's familiar, but I can't. I'm getting like a fruit punch flavor. What are you getting, Grammy?
I almost want to stick with Starburst, but it's throwing me off because if they did Starburst already, like
that'd be kind of a bummer.
It kind of reminds me of like the strawberry Starburst.
It reminds me of fruit punch for some reason. Hawaiian punch flavored VooDew. Imagine. Yeah, dude. There is a familiar taste. There is a familiar taste to it, like a candy you would chew. But I'm not leaning towards Starburst because I feel like that would be a cop out.
Yeah, I agree.
But we have to pick. We have to pick we have to pick something. What the hell? All right. What would you say? So you're sticking with Starburst. You're really going to do it. It's not Skittles.
I gotta dive right back into it.
They did Skittles already too, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. They did Skittles, so it can't be Skittles. Can't be Sour Patch Kids. Can't be Airheads. What the hell is it? It legit, it tastes like fruit punch to me. There's no fruit punch candy, though. That would
not
be
that
dumb.
I know of. I'm not sure, honestly.
Every year we're stumped with this. Yeah, man, I'm going. What am I going with? What the hell? Rattle off some candies, Grammy.
Some candies,
fruity candies that have not been. Can't be Skittles, can't be Airheads, can't be. It's not Twizzlers. I don't get
it's definitely not. That would be.
Yeah.
Man, I wish they would do a Twizzlers though. Yeah. That would be so good.
It's not Twizzlers. Love Twizzlers. It's not Skittles.
The thing with fruity candy is that like majority of them, Nerds, no, they haven't done that. Oh, I could kind of see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Nerds, because when you have a nerd, you get that initial kind of sweetness and then a little of a tartness once like that like that outside shell kind of melts away. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They've done sweet tarts, right? That's been done. Right?
I'm not. No? I don't think so.
No, I think we said sweet tarts. I don't think. Watch it, sweet tarts.
I could kind of see Nerds in this. I could see that.
That's what I'm going with. Nerds. My runner-up is Sweet Tarts, though. I know that's cheating, but I'm going to go Nerds 1, Sweet Tarts 2. But I'm leaning more towards Nerds.
Now you got me second guessing. What the fuck, man?
I mean, we're doing two guesses this year. We've got the main guess, Nerds. That's my main one, and my runner-up would be probably Sweet Tarts since they have never done Sweet Tarts. But Sweet Tarts don't taste like fruit punch. I could see Nerds when you stick like all the flavors and like you just those maybe being fruity fruit punch flavored. So the Nerds is what I'm going with. That's my that is my final answer, Grimy. Nerds for VooDew 2024.
Yeah, I can agree with Nerds. I think Nerds is a pretty safe bet.
If you wanted to do a runner up, we always do one guess. What would be number 2 for you?
I hate saying fucking Starburst, but
I mean, you could pick it. You might be right. Next thing you know, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Cherry Starburst, the red one." That's what it was, and then we're just gonna be like, "Oh, that sucks." But at least one of us was right.
I don't get cherry though. I don't know if I get the red one. I feel like I get the pink one, but
I mean, I could see that too, pink Starburst. But let me take one more swig here. I mean, my mind's playing tricks on me, man. Mm-hmm. I'm sticking Nerds, and my second guess, my maybe Sweet Tarts. So Grammy, you're doing what, Nerds and
I'm gonna go Nerds and pink Starburst. That's what specifically, I'm sticking with it.
Imagine it's just like all the Starburst. Like if you shoved every flavor in your mouth, that was the flavor. Imagine that.
That would be interesting, but I see. I don't get no lemon.
Yeah,
I don't think I get orange out of that.
I mean, the red one is what? It's strawberry, and the pink one. No, pink is strawberry. What's the red?
Pink is strawberry.
What's the
red one? Is like.
Watch us the fucking punch. Watch us the red Starburst, Crimey, and you're probably right. I've been saying fruit punch.
Let me look at it really quick. Let me see.
It's the red. What it's red. It's red Starburst. That'd be fucking.
Oh no, it's cherry flavored. Red is cherry.
Oh, okay. I'm getting more of like a fruit punch taste.
Red is cherry flavored, but it also says here fruit punch is a red flavor.
All right, so it's the flavor of red. This is what red tastes like if it's fruit punch, but it's good. It's delicious. per usual, we're just throwing and seeing what sticks, because I'm sure we'll find out in a couple of weeks what flavor VooDew is this year. So we'll be able to just look at ourselves and go like, what the hell were we thinking? It was right in front of us.
Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, how would you rate this among the other ones we've already sampled? Do you love this? Hate it? Is it your favorite out of all of them yet, or is it somewhere in between?
I will say last year's was really good. The Airheads one I did enjoy. Yeah. This one's really good too, but again, it's just hitting me with fruit punch flavor, and I do like fruit punch flavored things. So if that's what it ends up being, this might be my favorite. I did like I think the Sour Patch Kids were probably my least favorite, if I had to guess, out of the bunch. Really? Yeah, if I remember correctly. Remember, these are a few years. We're talking a few years now, man. It's tough. Last year's was pretty good. I enjoyed last year's from what I remember. This is good too, but it's tough, man. It's so hard. It's so hard. Yeah. I wish they would re-release them all, and you could like try them. They did that one year, didn't they? Release like a couple of the flavors, and like 2 or 3 of them, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was like a pack or something like that.
I remember if it was last year or the year before. Yeah. But yeah, I ended up getting that pack because I didn't have any of the cans. Yeah, and I wanted all the cans for the artwork. So, yeah, I do got those. But
what about you, Grimy?
Yeah, that would be cool if they did it.
Where do you stand with this flavor amongst the other flavors? I do remember enjoying last year's a lot. I might be wrong. I haven't re-listened to our episode from last year, but don't normally do that. But yeah, I'd say last year's was pretty good. But yeah, Grimy, continue.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't one that I disliked yet.
Oh no, I like
this
them all
one.
Too.
I would say it's somewhere in between. It's good. I really like it. It might be like maybe third place, I would say. First being Skittles, because I love the Skittles one.
And then, you're right.
For me, I loved Sour Patch Kids. I loved it. So that's my second one. This is maybe third.
The Skittles one was, from what I remember, again, it's been a few years, that one was really good. And that one was really prominent. That was before we were doing these episodes.
Yeah. That was year 2.
Yeah, that was year
Mtn
2.
Dew VooDew.
Yeah, that one was a really good one. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say this is better than the Skittles one. And I wouldn't say this is better than the Airheads. Was it better than Sour Patch Kids? I don't remember. I'll have to wait, and I'll have to sit on that one. Probably not. Yeah. The only thing about the Sour Patch Kids one, from what I remember, had a little bit of an aftertaste, from what I remember.
Right.
It had a little of that subtle kind of... Sour Patch Kids have an aftertaste. When you suck all the sugar and sour off of them, they kind of have like this like weird kind of very pronounced to that specific candy aftertaste. And I remember the soda having it a little bit, but this year's good. Not top tier, but not bad either. Like I'm looking forward to finding out what it is. So just to close out the show here, Grimy, just to confirm before we find out what the flavor is, we're locking it in. Mtn Dew VooDew 2024. I'm going with Nerds, with the runner-up, the possible second flavor being Sweet Tarts. What are you locking? What are yours? What are you locking in, Grimy?
For first, I'm going to say Nerds. Definitely. I feel like it does have kind of a Nerds vibe, depending on which ones you get. Second, I'm going to go Starburst. I know they did that. That was when they were saying it was Fruit Chew. I don't know, man. I feel like there's something there. But, yeah, I think Nerds is pretty convincing.
If they do Fruit Chew, man, or Starburst, I think we're all going to be like, oh, come on, guys. Get creative.
Yeah.
Change it up. But we shall see. We'll know soon enough. So that's our taste test of Mtn Dew VooDew 2024 and some other wonderful treats for this Halloween season. Grimy, where can people find you and Leftover Pizza?
You can check us out on Instagram, X, Facebook. We also have a Facebook group where you can hang out with like-minded peeps. And if that's not enough, you can check out our website, leftoverpizzaclub.com. And lastly, listen to us wherever you catch your podcasts.
And be sure to subscribe Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Haunted Hangover. Head over to hauntedhangover.com, where you can get access to our Patreon page, which features bonus content, early access to episodes, and much more. Rate and review us. Be greatly appreciated. And as always, remember, the best cure for a hangover is...
more booze. Sorry.
Or werewolf scat, apparently. There we go. Or...
trick or treat, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
He had to make another appearance, guys. Sorry.
Well, Busta.